Hello, my name is Teresita Blanco de Artsy Sister, and today I wanted to show you this Stranger Things comic book. Like the last one I showed you was like a crossover of Stranger Things and the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, but this one is this one though is not a crossover or anything. It like hyper focuses on it, but it's a prequel to like the TV show. So if you want to find out how everything like went to hell and all of that, and how what's his name disappeared, because like I think in the first Stranger Things episode like the kid had already disappeared, but now over here we see the events that led up to that. So then like the first but it's a bunch of little prequels all stitched together, you know, they're focusing on different characters. So like this one is just so then it's like this kid that's being stopped by the Demogorgon all throughout the main campaign, and then he just struggling to survive. It's a survival horror type of situation, and from time to time he breaks away from that in order for him to be thinking about the situations in a Dungeons and Dragons style, where he thinks that if he does one in battle he might level up. But in like the real world, just surviving a battle is not gonna give you like an instant status buff. Like for people to get like a status buff, you know, like increased strength or speed, they gotta like hit the gym for 3 years in order to be able to moderately run a little bit. So yeah, like you don't need to see the ending to know how that is. You don't need to know the ending of that one to know how it ends. But yeah, and then the next story is focusing on this redhead who has psychic potential, and then she's like in the facility, and then they call her. This one is 6. And then the government is like they're annoyed with her because they can't get her to predict anything that they would consider useful, because she just as a psychic she just gets prediction, and whether you find it useful or not, it just depends on the individual. And at the end of the story, she's able to change the future of one of her predictions, so she gets a type of happy ending in a way. But I'm not gonna tell you what the prediction was or how she changed the future, cause I don't wanna spoil the ending of that story. Alright, so then like over here we get like a different prequel, and I think and so then it's just them outside like fooling around. And then she has her psychic ability is more around like the fire. It's a bit, and then she has a bit of a dissociated personality, and then she sees everything in like a theater format in order to like glamorize the terrible world around her, but she's just stuck in a terrible situation. And I see. So yeah, lots of burning. So if you like want to see that, so if you want to see like a quasi sequel to like the Firestarter, I guess you could almost like say that this is like, you know, what happened after the Firestarter kid like got older a little bit. You know, like people had that once you get older you like lose your psychic ability, but sometimes it's awesome. And then in this one is this kid going to like being in like one of those camps, you know, like those terrible camps that they send like teenagers or preteens in order to like get bullied or stabbed by like the Friday the 13th guy. Yeah, it's one of those campground situations, like, you know the story. The kids or the adults going to the woods, and then hilarity happens, and then you wonder, why are people still going to the woods? Don't they know that that's where all of the horror movies happen? Stay away from the woods. So yeah, so that's basically the stories in Stranger Things. I don't wanna like go for all of them. The ones that I found most amusing were like the first one with the survival horror element, and number 6 trying to like change her terrible fate. So yeah, give it a read if you're a fan of Stranger Things and wanna read like a type of prequel, and because like, you know, like Netflix sometimes takes like forever to bring out like the next season of things. So this will give you some Stranger Things to do while Netflix feels like bringing out the next season or whatever. Or bye bye and God bless. Don't forget to like and subscribe.